Welcome to Eureka Math. I'm Mr. Shankel. I'm going to be helping you today with Module 4, Lesson 6. Let's get started. Okay, we have to find the value of x that makes the operation true. So this is just solving for x, and it's gotten a little more complicated, so we've got to employ some knowledge from the past to simplify things. The first thing I see is I have variables on both sides of my equation, which is not good for me. So I need to simplify so that I can get those all on one side of the equation and then go about isolating the variables. So the first thing I'm going to do is distributive property here. I'm going to get 17 minus 10x, so negative 5 times 2 is a negative 10x. And then negative 5 times a negative 9 is going to be a positive 45. And that's equal to, this is a negative 1 times negative 6, that's a positive 6x. And then a negative times, oops, let me get this out of here. A negative times a positive is a negative 10, and then plus 4. And then I can combine like terms. I've got a positive 17 and a positive 45 I can put together. So I get negative 10x plus, let's see, that would be 62 is equal to 6x. Let's see, negative 10 and a positive 4 is a negative 6. So I've combined like terms again. Then I just need my variables on the same side. So I'm going to get rid of the negative with the positive. So I'm going to get rid of that negative 10x with a positive 10x. That way I get a positive x on the right side. So I get 62 is equal to 16x minus 6. Now I'm going to isolate that variable. Plus 6 to both sides. I get 68 equals 16x. And then finally multiply by reciprocal and balance the equation. And let's see, the 16s cancel. I get x equals 68 divided by 16, which is 4.25. So x is equal to 4.25. That's the value that makes the equation true. All right. Let's go to our next. Same kind of deal. I'm going to use distributive property, it looks like, again. So let's do that first. A negative 1 times x is a negative 1x. And then a negative 1 times negative 7 is a positive 7. Plus 5/3 is equal to, well, we've got 2 times x, that's 2x. Plus 2 times 9, that's 18. So plus 18. All right, and then I can combine like terms. It looks like, well, this 7 and 5/3, I can just add those and get 7 and 5/3, and then make that an improper fraction, because to me, improper fractions are way better than mixed numbers. So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to go 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26/3. So I have negative x plus 26/3 is equal to 2x plus 18. And then I can get my variables all on the same side by adding 1x, and that gives me 26/3 is equal to 3x plus 18. And then I'm going to need to subtract the 18, but I want to make that into thirds. So 18 into thirds would be 18 times 3, and that is 54. So this is going to be, instead of 18, it's going to be 54 thirds, if I think of it that way. Then I can actually subtract. So I'm going to subtract 54 thirds from both sides. And all right, so the 54 thirds go away. I get 3x is equal to 26 minus 54 gives us a negative 28 thirds. And then we can multiply by reciprocal. So I'm going to just change colors so we can see what's happening here. So I'm going to multiply by reciprocal. And when I do that, the 3's cancel. I get x equals, and then 1 times negative 28 is negative 28. And 3 times 3 is 9. 28 divided by 9 is a 4. So that is, no, that's not right. It's that's it, 28 ninths. That's as good as I can do. So it's negative 28 ninths. All right, there's our answer for number 2. Number 3, more distributive property. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So I get 4 ninths plus 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times negative 1 is a negative 4. So that's that. On the right side, I have 28 ninths. Negative 1 times x is a negative x, and a negative 1 times negative 7x is a positive 7x, and then plus 1. All right, so combining like terms, I need to change my 4 into ninths. So that would be 36 ninths, and 4 ninths would be 40 ninths altogether. So I'm combining these, and I got 40 ninths. Let me make sure of this. 36 ninths is negative, isn't it? Yeah, so that's not right. All right, let's change colors so we can see what's happening here. This negative 4 I'm going to change into negative 36 fourths. Sorry, no, my goodness. Ninths. So this is a negative 36 ninths is the same as negative 4. Then I put the positive 4 and the negative 36 together, and I get a negative 32 ninths. There's my fraction. And then 4x. So 4x minus 32 ninths on the left side. On the right side, I can first put the x's together. So 7x minus 1x is 6x. And then this would be 9 ninths if I change that into ninths. And then I can add, and I get 37 ninths. So plus 37 ninths. And finally, I can start to simplify and get my variables on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. And that leaves me with a negative 32 ninths is equal to 2x plus 37 ninths. And then I just need to simplify so I get my variable all by itself. So isolate the variable. I'm going to subtract 37 ninths from both sides. And then we get 37 and 32. It would be a negative 69 ninths. And that's equal to 2x. And then we can multiply by reciprocal, and we get x is equal to negative 69 over 2 times 9 is 18. All right, and then we can simplify that. Both can be divided by 3. So let's see, we would have if we divide them both by 3, we would get a negative 23, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So a negative 23/6 would be our answer. All right, number 4, more of the same practice. This is a great one where you can pause at the video right now, try it yourself, and then watch the solution and see if you get the same answer. And maybe, if you're very good about writing down what you did, you can see where your mistake was made if you make one. Maybe I make one. We'll see. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times 4 is 20. Minus 2x is equal to 7x. Minus 3, a negative 3, and a negative 2 is going to be a positive 6x, so that's positive 6x. And then a negative 3 times 11 would be a negative 33. Okay, combining like terms, 15x minus 2x is going to be 13x plus 20 is equal to 7x plus 6x is 13x and minus 33. And then we can get all of our variables on the same side by subtracting 13x. And that's gone, so I get 20 is equal to, well, that's gone. 20 is equal to negative 33. No, that's not true. So this means that there's no solution for this equation. There's no value of x that will make it true. So if you notice that, if your variables are both eliminated, then there's nothing left to discover. There is no value of x that will satisfy the equation. All right, one more. Let's see. I've got distributive property here. Remember, this is -1 times whatever's in the parentheses. So I'm going to distribute, and I get 7x. -1 times 3x is negative 3x. A -1 times 5 is a -5. And then minus 8, and that's equal to 1/2 times 8x would be 4x. And then half of 20 would be 10. So that's plus 10. And then we had a -7x and a plus 5. I need to combine like terms. So I've got a lot going on here. I'm going to circle them in different colors. 7x minus 3x, that's going to be 4x. And then I can put together a -5 and a -8. That's a -13. So that's on the left side of my equation. On the right side, I see a positive 4x and a -7x. That's going to give me a -3x. And then I have a positive 10 and a positive 5. That's a positive 15. All right, let's add the 3x so we get positive x. That gives me 7x minus 13 is equal to, this is gone now, so I get 15 on the right side. Isolate the variable, undo a subtraction with addition, and we get 7x equals 28. And then multiply by reciprocal, and the 7's cancel. We get x equals 28 divided by 7 is 4. X equals 4 is our last solution. All right, that's lesson 6. I hope that helps. We'll see you again next time.